Last time
you go.
Okay. So last time started with the encounter with the dwarf soldiers from Bernolder, and a very very disorganized initiative, where we were halfway sort of fighting them, halfway trying to negotiate with them, halfway trying to bamboozle them. So that's 150%. Eventually, we got we sort of all got onto the same page, and we did kind of sort of bamboozle them. We with a lot of spells and uh, uh, talking, we got and I think some luck picking. We got Zeke out of his manacles, and we ran away. We were able to bring Nikolai with us, one of the dwarves from the troop, who we have a past connection with. He was charmed. We were able to question him, and we learned a whole lot about kind of well. We learned a lot, but we also did not learn a lot. We did not learn some of the key stuff that we really wanted to know, but we did get some information. Like it is indeed uh, Cromwell, our old party member friend, who has been uh, allegedly kidnapped by the humans of Duras, and that's the reason why Zeke was being, because it's Cromwell um, that's allegedly kidnapped. Um, and we also learned that Nikolai just straight up backstabbed Cromwell, deceived him and betrayed him, and that's how he got to be a sergeant in the Hillhammer. Oh, what are they called again? The Hillhammer Heroes. That's right.
Yeah.
And yeah, anyone else have anything to add?
That's most of it. Yeah, we were fighting in I think the town's called Naral, and yeah, we kind of I think eventually we got out of the town with both Zeke and Nikolai and talked to Nikolai a little bit, and we basically told Zeke to go fuck off for a little bit. Kind of went back with Nikolai, and that kind of led to a dead end. So now we're like walking back towards Zeke, I think, is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trying to find Zeke.
Yeah. When Zeke
it
was
a lot
asleep,
of
he said
information.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Good.
The only thing I've written
Zeke
down in
was
my
asleep.
notes, other
Go ahead.
I was going to say, the only thing I've written down in my notes is I almost killed 2 people very quickly, and then that caused everyone to kind of just be like, oh, this is a different type of fight. And that led to everything. But
well,
yes,
also
I definitely almost killed a guy.
Tarvik had an at 20 that also gave him some insight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, your moment with your god. No.
Yeah. My god might be hinting at some things.
Angie.
He Angie and remembers I'm still here. Both not good things.
I guess the party doesn't know much about like Cromwell's relationship with his god. It's just assumed that a cleric's on good terms with their gods, but maybe not.
You mean Tarvik? Yeah.
Yeah, I was busy.
Sorry.
I've always been like
Cromwell on the brain.
Ooh boy, Tarvik's god is like, ooh. Nah, same sort of thing.
Yeah, I think angry really is just like I don't know if it's like that abnormal for Talos to be angry. I feel like that's just the natural state for that god is to be angry. Like I don't know if that's significant.
I think the big thing was the remembering that Tarvik is there. That is the concerning part.
On the radar. Little blip.
That's exciting. Let's go fight Talos.
Sure.
TPK. That's how we end the game.
I wrote that when we let Nikolai go, Rita gave him a caramel and his teeth were cemented together.
Mm-hmm.
And when Zeke was asleep, he talked a lot about Gek.
Oh yeah. We had to remember Gek from way back when.
I think what we know about Gek is that she was pretending to be a Laria student, but we feel at least somewhat confident that she lied and was not a real student. I think that's the extent of what we know about her.
Yep.
She
wanted to peek around the house for some reason.
She did. She wanted to peek around the house. She lied and said she trained with 3 others. None of their names were on the list. Not Gex or any of the names that she gave of the other students.
Yeah.
And I wrote down that Cromwell's sword is confiscated. No one knows where it is. If we care.
Hillhammer's stash or whatever.
Yeah, Hillhammer has it. Hillhammer's probably using it.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we can definitely talk about this maybe in game, but I'm a little confused on like the dwarves are angry that Cromwell got kidnapped, but they also hate him, and I'm not really sure what's going on.
Yeah,
with
so
he was
that
like
was
a valuable prisoner.
So so with him as a prisoner, what I understood is that like his family, like I think his mother is still on the council, like the governing council in Bernalder, and they were using him as a prisoner as leverage to make her do, vote for things or act in ways that she probably wouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
So corruption.
So whoever stole him might actually be trying to liberate. Well, they would still be unconscious.
Yeah,
but like that doesn't make any sense motivation-wise. Then, because it sounds like Hillhammer really wants him, and there's another party. It's not just
I think that they, my theory is that Hillhammer has spirited Cromwell away to some other prison, so that he can use his disappearance as a justification for starting a war with Duras. And I think that the reason why he wants to go to war with Duras is that he's somehow wrapped up with and this is all speculation. I'm just making stuff up. I'm just creating a narrative that puts pieces together. Is that he is for in whatever capacity working with the cult of the Whispered One, and that going to war with Duras is going to weaken these, like the 2 great cities out here, the 2 political powers with military capability that could resist the cult in trying to create just to take over the kingdom of Skylark by pitting them against each other. They remove their strength, they weaken them, they create a bunch of corpses that can be used for necromancy. I think that's the bigger picture. No reason to believe that other than it's just speculation.
I definitely think that makes a lot of sense for like whoever took Cromwell's definitely trying to do that. I'm just not sure if it's Hillhammer. I know that Hillhammer is definitely evil, and the Cult of the Whispered Ones are evil, but they might be evil and not necessarily aligned, just because taking of Cromwell seems like it caused problems for Hillhammer. Seemed like, at least.
Yeah, and that's like I mean, we met one of the necromancers in the vault, so they definitely knew about Cromwell. So that's entirely possible.
Well, we'll find out.
But yeah, but like I mean, that is a slightly more complicated explanation though, because why would Hillhammer just assume it's Duras if Cromwell disappeared? I think that if Hillhammer is working with the necromancers, that is a simpler explanation.
That would make sense. That probably means his mom's in danger then. Because if what the other one's saying was now no longer need Cromwell for leverage against her, then she's probably in danger in some way. Cromwell's mom. But anyways, just speculation as we walk and vaguely look for Zeke.
Yeah. So I figure we're done with the recap. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. The rain was drizzling. However, as you kind of take, 10 or so minutes as you guys continue moving forward back towards Duras, you notice that the rain actually begins to fade slowly and slowly. However, in its place comes a brisk wind, and after being drenched, it's getting chilly. And it is like fall temperatures getting closer ever more to winter. It's an icy chilliness that kind of chills you to your core. Simply weather? An omen? Who knows? But as you continue trudging along, it is easy to kind of direct yourselves in Zeke's path, as the rain has made way for mud prints. And so you guys continue following along, very confident that you are on Zeke's tracks. I know in the picture he's right in front of you, but we'll just say you guys are still following his footprints for now and have not yet encountered him. As you guys move along, is anyone proficient in nature?
I am.
Okay.
I am as well.
Ooh.
I am not, actually. I am not.
Oh, okay. So just Roland. You actually have a choice. You can roll history or nature for me.
They are the same modifier, so let's roll nature.
Go for it.
17.
As you talk and walk, something grabs the back of your mind, and it's a little bit unsettling. You have not encountered any creatures thus far. It is very odd. You've only been walking 10 minutes or so, but you haven't heard birds. You haven't heard any small mammals that kind of chip and chirp and burrow and, run by in bushes and jumping from trees. And it's super strange, especially knowing this area, or at least being familiar with the area growing up in Duras. You know that the interims between cities, towns, there is wildlife. And last you've traveled, maybe a little bit outside of Duras, things were normal. However, right now, things are not normal. So that grabs the back of your mind as you guys continue and walk. Eventually, maybe 100 yards or so, an hour into your walk, you see Zeke just kind of hobbling along, trying to be stealthy, but not being so. You guys easily see him off in the distance. What would you like to continue to talk or do?
Rita, should we scare Zeke somehow? Sneak up on him.
It's really cold. It's really cold.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I could sneak up on him, but I don't know what I would do once I did that.
How about you take this, and I hand Cassandra the deck of illusions.
Ooh.
Okay, what do I do with this?
All you do is you just pull a card and throw it at him.
Okay. All right, I'll do it. Okay, I'm gonna try and stealth up behind him and do this.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up.
Oh no, 12. I rolled real low.
Oh, let's see.
You might see me.
What's his passive? Oh, you got lucky. His passive is 11. You can see he's just hobbling along. No indication that anybody's following him. You feel very confident.
Alright, I'll get 15 feet behind him, and then... Oh, how far can I throw a card? 10 feet, or...?
I think it's 30 feet.
Yeah.
30 feet?
Yes, 30 feet in front of him.
Alright, so I'll get like 25 feet behind him and throw a card at him.
All right. Go ahead and let's see. Roll. Can you?
Want to do it?
Can you, what is this? How many's in a deck of cards?
I think it was
34.
30,
So
34.
33 because we used up one. So do a roll of 33 if you can.
So we used a 13 last time. If you roll a 13 again, just re-roll it, I think. Is a way to do it. And because that way we can just, go in order on whatever the list is.
Perfect. So whoever wants to roll, whether it be Cassandra or Rita.
Cassandra, I think you should roll. Pull it.
We can blame you.
Alright, flash roll 1d34?
Yep.
34.
Ooh, last one.
Last one.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So the last one is Jokers.
Oh.
So it is the deck's owner. And so the deck's owner is not you, but Rita. And so where do you throw it? Do you throw it like just directly in front of him so he like walks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you sneak up behind him, you're crouched low, and you do a really cool card toss where it just cuts through the air and lands very inconspicuously like 5 feet in front of him. And then you see in a magical display of like a little poof of the air, you see Rita, dressed in nines, her usual beautiful self, and she's just standing there. What does Rita look like, Cassandra? I'll let you kind of dictate how she, like, her visage, her stance.
I want her to look really bloodied, like she was in a terrible fight. And like scared, super scared for her life, and looking and pointing behind him.
That's great. That's great. Oh man. All right. So, all of a sudden, you see this bloody version of Rita. I mean, she's been in some fights, but this is like she is close to death, at death's door. And you see it just like actively trickling from her face. There's like a large gash, and you can see some bruising, and she's like covered in dirt, and her mouth is agape, her eyes are wide, and as she stares, you see Zeke kind of take a step back and go, "What the fuck, mate?" And then you can see the long, kind of cloudy stare at Rita. She just slowly moves her hand with a point finger slowly up, silent. And then Zeke, you can see he's visibly shaking a little bit from this. What the fuck, man? What are you looking at? And you can see he like slowly turns and looks towards all of you. What are you guys doing as he turns and looks?
A wave.
I'm gonna do a little heart symbol with my hands.
Just
Sorry,
walking.
Rita.
A normal pace walk.
Normal. What about Rita?
Rita's like hugging herself and like really shivering. Like she hates the cold.
Yeah. We'll do it this way.
You're warm-blooded.
Roll and I'll prestidigitation her if he notices. Just a little bit.
Oh, very nice. You can see, what the fuck? He just looks back and says, "What's going on?" You can see he's like visibly confused. He's just like looking back and like looking back at Rita, who's fine, looking back at Rita, who's not fine, and then he kind of squints towards you, you guys, and then he like just pushes his hand like a air punch to the bloodied Rita. Doesn't hit anything. Just like, God, fucking jeez. What the fuck are you going on about doing all this shit?
Trying to lighten the mood a little bit.
Oh, lighten
We're
the
here to
mood.
help you out. Yeah.
Great humor.
hmm
Okay,
I had
Lucas.
I had a good laugh.
Great.
Anyways, we're here to
Now
escort
off
you
go,
back.
then. I don't need any
No.
escort. You can see he kind of like
Come
puffs
on.
his shoulders and
Aren't
busy.
you lonely without Gek?
Ooh, he freezes at that. He gives you a stare. He's trying to read you hard right now.
Just smiling.
And who do you think Gek is?
Oh, we know her. We met her.
I will make a minor illusion.
didn't mean
Gek?
I'm Gek.
He like just kind of peers past Cassandra and looks back at you, and you can see his eyes squint even further. Right then, you've met her. So what?
I just think it's cute that you have a crush on someone.
I don't have a crush on anyone. You can see he like immediately reacts. He gets like kind of red. You can see there's, it's cold, but there's a blush going on. I don't. You're being stupid. Yeah, whatever. Ugh. Just leave me alone. Oh my god. And he like throws his hands up to his side and he's just like infuriated, but can't do anything because he's super weak right now. He just starts trudging off. He just immediately does a 180 and starts moving forward. And he's like cursing and muttering on his breath. Cassandra, you hear, he's like, oh, fucking wankers. Jesus, fuck, what are these people? Fucking Zeke knows how to choose them. God damn it.
How'd I do, Rita?
Rita's like shivering, but just like gives a thumbs up.
Thumbs up back.
Merlin feels bad. Rita's so cold. He'll pick up a rock and he's gonna prestidigitation it and give it to her like a little hand warmer.
Oh. Gosh,
Do we have a hot rock?
Thanks, Roland.
Yeah. Oh. I'm sure we'll dry out. This wind will dry us off soon enough.
How late in the day is it?
It's still morning. It's like 11-ish.
Never mind. Never mind. Miss the horses.
So,
Yeah.
are we teleporting to the next town anyway?
Yep. Yeah. Michael
So,
Dune said he would
teleport
teleport us to
further.
Parabor.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get back to Duras first, right? Isn't that like a 2 days or something from here? It's like a day, right? It's like
No, it's a
several
couple hours.
Okay.
Okay.
Or never. I guess I'll just keep an eye out for any enemies, even though I guess it's barren right now, but
Mm-hmm.
it's looking.
Roll a perception check for me. Also,
15.
wonderful. Any one of you can choose. Roll a d20 for me.
I've done enough rolling.
I'll do it.
Good.
Go for it.
Didn't hurt it.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's good or
Is
bad.
that good or bad?
Oh, we'll see. We will see.
Good for somebody, even if that someone is the DM.
So, Cassandra, you just keep an eye out. Are you kind of leading the party, I'm assuming, or?
I'll stay like this order right now. So like
Okay.
in between Zeke and the party. Yeah.
Are you trying to like tail Zeke, be around him, or kind of be a little bit behind him to kind of let him take the brunt of whatever comes at you, if anything?
I'm gonna be close enough to him that I could guard him.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
so within 25 feet, so I could be
Great.
within movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the rest of you guys are just kind of following along Cassandra, giving her space.
I mean, would we be trying to catch up?
I think we'd all be kind of close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to stick together as close as we could.
Great.
So,
You guys continue.
You want me-
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you want me to take the rear in case like they start coming for us in some way? All right.
Squishy ones in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Rita's not squishy.
Squishiest.
So,
Ones.
it's okay, Roland. I'll protect you.
Thank you.
All right. So, Cassandra, you guys are just kind of following along. Zeke, you are leading the party. I'm assuming, or
Yep.
All right, so you guys continue walking a little bit. Any other discussion items as you guys are kind of bouncing theories and whatnots?
We're still going to Parabor afterwards, right?
Is that the plan?
Unless we get to
I mean,
Duras
if we
and
can,
find we need
if
a
we
new
can
plan.
figure out anything about where Cromwell is, I want to go find him. I mean, I guess Parabor. We need to check that out and make sure that no one's dying there.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, you sent that guy to go check it out, right? The hermit guy.
Yeah, I talked to Alcaeus. I kind of sent to him and then ran out of spells that day and just never got back to him.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not a very responsible. Just not a very responsible
Wheel.
person, I guess.
Well, you talked about it now. Do you want to talk to him now?
I'm out of those spells for today.
Yeah, she was doing a lot of magic today.
You did do a lot of magic today. I mean, Parabor's the one place Parabor's the one place we know that stuff is actually going on. I think going there next is a good plan.
Yeah.
Any other points? Or you guys kind of just fall silent? Zeke has been silent, even though he can kind of hear you in the back. He's just ignoring you.
No, I think that was all we wanted to talk about.
Great.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably quiet because we're all cold.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys kind of fall silent, the wind rustling, the only sound that you guys hear. Cassandra, you hear kind of to the left of you, and a little bit, actually to the left of you, and for you guys it would be mapped down. Out of nowhere, it appears there's a pack of horses. Just 4, almost perfectly, almost made for you horses. Just kind of milling around, just kind of neighing a little bit, huffing. You can see they're kind of meandering up to a tree. You can see they're nibbling a little bit on it. It is weird that they are out here. But you see them nonetheless.
Everyone, stop. Be quiet. Look that way. And I point to the horses.
Zeke continues on forward, paying no mind.
Throw a rock at him.
You throw a rock at Zeke?
Like gently, like a pebble. Like,
where do you aim?
Yeah. His head.
Great.
like a gentle rock. Like,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. You pick up like a little pebble that just happens to be on the ground, and you just chuck it at Zeke, and you can see dead straight on, just hit on the head, and then you see his head just move forward from the impact in a little bit. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he turns around and he looks towards you guys. He just puts up a middle finger, like in response, without.
Like point towards the horses while going shh at the same time.
You can see he kind of acknowledges the horses, and then still emphasizes the middle finger towards you guys. But he stays quiet. He's just scowling.
Mm-hmm.
And then he does like a little pointer fingers at his eyes towards all of you because he doesn't know who it was.
I just shrug.
Are they magical? Can you detect magic?
Oh, I mean, I'd have to get closer. I think we're a little too far away for that to work. I can. I mean, the best case scenario here is that they're actual horses, but they're not like they're wild horses. We're not going to be able to like use them, are we?
The best case scenario is they're like some divine gift from a powerful magical ally. but that's like super unlikely, right? So
I turn back to look at
Hey.
Tarvik.
Yeah,
Tarvik's
you're
nodding to that. Like that is very unlikely. That is correct.
Yes, a gift from the Raven Queen. It must be.
Mm.
let's not be hopeful. All right,
Okay.
let's
I mean, I
sneak
can
towards the horses. Yeah.
I can take a look.
Tarvik, you stay back.
Okay. I just stand still.
All right, those who are moving forward, make a stealth check. All right.
Okay, I'll
The rogue
follow.
going strong. The rogue going strong. Oh,
Hey.
Could be
Oh.
worse.
could be
Sorry.
worse. Could be worse. Very true. All right, as you guys inch closer, what are you doing as you kind of like move forward?
Did they have
Um,
saddles or anything?
Nope, no saddles at all.
Oh, okay.
Do they notice us? Like, are they reacting to us at all?
So far, they are not reacting. You can see they're kind of
All
and then just nibbling a little bit on some berries.
And-
branch.
So we kind of know that, like, illusions, if you kind of know it's illusion, you can kind of see through it. Can
Mhm,
I
if you
attempt to do
concentrate.
that? Like, try to discern?
Yes.
You can
Go
concentrate and try to discern?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Your choice, either investigation or perception. And stare long enough.
15.
15. You take a hard look at these horses, and other than some mud around their hooves, they seem to be real. Nothing seems to be disillusioning about them.
What'd you say about mud around their hooves?
There's just mud around their hooves, like they've been walking in some rainy soil, ground, just like you guys have.
I'm gonna grab some horse feed out and put it in my hand. And just get all excited.
go ahead and cast Detect Magic.
As you cast Detect Magic, what's that radius? Can you put it on your token?
Yeah, I will. It's 30 feet.
As you kind of take a look around you, other than your normal items, you don't notice anything. Except, perhaps, point of order. Who's the one who picked Zeke's lock? Cassandra? Was that you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you take the lock with you, or did you leave it there?
I took it with me.
Okay. Rita,
Does it matter?
the lock, you notice, is emanating some magical properties there. It's abjuration. Other than that, though, you don't notice anything.
Cassandra, you have a magical lock. Okay, back to the desk.
Oh, cool. Okay. Let's keep going.
Yeah. I think just continuing to inch closer.
Okay. You slowly approach. I'm going to move your token here. You don't see anything. And as you kind of, you know the radius, right? Like, you kind of know where your spell ends. And
Yeah.
as you approach, you get to the point where you're comfortable that that front horse is within your radius, and you don't notice anything pop up especially magical.
Well, they're not magic horses.
Anyone good with animals?
Particularly? Tarvik, are you good with animals?
Tarvik speaks back, sort of. I'm also very far away from you guys probably at this point because I've been told to stand away.
40 feet. Fine.
As Roland
Okay.
yells back to Tarvik, you can see this front horse that's kind of closest to you, and then looks towards you guys, and it freezes. You can see there are some leaves poking out of its mouth that it was like munching on, and it's just like frozen mid-munch.
Pulled
Looking
out
towards you
the
guys.
the oats, and I just try to talk to it really calmly and, hello, Mr. Horse. Got some food for you.
You can see the horse's mouth chomps very slowly one more time. And then you can see its nose twitch a little bit towards your direction. But it stays motionless, just looking.
Take a step closer.
Still looking.
Look closer.
You can see it like munches one more time very slowly. Twitches his nose again. And you can see he blinks, but it's almost like he's winking at you. But he's still just continuing to look at you.
Come here, Mr. Horse. Get some food.
Alright. You can either make... No, I'm going to make this... It won't be your choice. Make an animal handling check. However, make it with advantage because you do have some feed. Ouch. You can see the horse continues munching and just like a loud exhale, and then just starts turning around and starts moving downwards, like walking away from you. And then goes to the very end and then just continues munching. It seems like they're not scared of you, but they're not pleased with your presence enough.
Maybe they are tamed then. The normal horse call.
What are they munching on? Like, is there anything interesting about the tree / bush / whatever plant is in front of them?
Yeah. It's some trees, and it looks like there's some type of like red purplish berry that the horses are munching on, as well as the leaves themselves. Seems like it's edible. And Roland, roll a history check for me, or nature, your choice.
We'll do nature. This seems very naturey. 11.
Okay. You're familiar with some of the vegetation and like berries and stuff that goes around. This would not be unusual for this area. There are lots of like wild berries that seem to crop up here and there, and this would be one of them. You kind of clock that. Oh yeah, like this is per usual.
I'm having flashbacks to that time where we wasted like so much time on the guy who wanted the autograph. There's nothing around us that seems dangerous other than the fact that 4 horses appeared, right?
Yeah. But we could sell a horse. They're real expensive.
That's true. All right, let's try to catch the horses then. I feel like it's in the confidence.
The confidence? I'll give you some food.
That is not what I meant.
No? Okay. I put it back in my bag.
It is in your confidence as the non-squishy one approaches the horses.
Oh, okay.
Do you want us like to surround them?
Well, maybe Tarvik. They don't seem scared, right?
I'm gonna stop stealthing.
They seem to be focused on the food in front of them. The one that kind of walked away from you. Make an insight check, actually.
I'd like to participate.
Who do you want insight from?
Oh, that was for Cassandra, the one who like approached.
Oh, okay.
Based on how you read the horse's reaction, it deemed you not a threat, but it was not interested in you. So it decided to move away from you. You were interrupting its food time.
Are the horses
can you give me something
though?
like extra tasty? Or...
I can make the feed smell like apples and taste like apples. Oh, Precedent. I think Precedent can do that. I can create and conjure smells. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a question I think I heard something.
I was gonna. Sorry. Do the horses look familiar to us at all? Like, are these our horses? Have we ever seen these horses before?
Make your choice.
Is
Make
it
a perception or an insight check.
What was the first one?
Perception or insight.
Perception.
Yeah, your choice.
Perception or insight. Maybe like, is it the dead horse that we found? 21.
Very good perception. These look nothing like horses you've encountered before. They are leaner, though well built, and their hair appears to be fairly tangled compared to the tamed horses that you find in the cities and such. Leading you to believe that these are wild.
Wild horses? Are there like muddy tracks leading to where the horses are currently standing? Like they did not just appear here?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I make Cassandra's oats smell like apples. I'm getting convinced this is harmless.
You see now this closest horse looking towards you. The nose twitches.
Hello, Mr. Horse. I'm gonna approach again with the apples. Or the apple smell.
Make an animal handling with advantage.
After this, I give up.
Well, after this, there will be... Oh!
20.
Very nice. You can see the horse just very lazily finishing munching his own berries and leaves. Just walks up to you and just starts to eat the oats out of your hands.
I try and pet its side, like its neck.
It lets you.
With the other hand.
It kind of just nuzzles and just I don't know what that sound is, but that sound, that airy
yeah, I know
sound.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and hop on its back.
Yeah, with that 20, you just kind of slowly transition your hand petting and then just slowly grab onto the horse's neck as you continue petting it and lift yourself up, and you're sitting on the horse and it is just munching away.
I got a horse. I'm going to fashion a feed bag to it, I guess. With some string and some feed and a bag for its mouth, and try and get it to go forward.
I'm imagining a carrot on a stick, but it's just a bag of feed.
Yeah. And it's draped over the horse's head.
Yeah.
You can see as soon as you kind of put some food in front of it, it sniffs the air and actually turns its head to look back towards you. And you can see it kind of shakes its mane a little bit and just starts to trot forward.
Yay! Okay.
You can see it kind of goes up to you, Roland, just sniffs you.
No. Pet it kindly.
It kind of backs away from you as you try and pet it.
Oh. Offer some food. He's
Take
very
some
food motivated.
I'll take some food out of the feed bag and see if it'll take any.
It does.
Make
it
it smell like
you.
apples. Yeah, smell like apples, and I'll pet it
Starts
as
munching.
it eats. And okay, so do y'all want to catch 3 more horses and maybe take them back with us?
Are we gonna be able to get one for Zeke too?
Yeah, does Zeke get a horse?
Zeke's just gonna ride on one of ours.
I mean, maybe
little.
maybe Zeke and Cassandra can share a horse. Do you wanna ride in his lap, Cassandra?
Honestly, I don't care, but I think he had problems.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, let's try to catch some more horses.
Guys, with Roland's magic.
Am I allowed to come close now?
Yes.
yes. I'm gonna take out my hempen rope and I'm gonna make what do you call it? The bridles. It's not like a bit, but just that goes over the neck and then it's to
helps you
lead it.
steer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
While all this is happening, Rita, can you roll a d20 for me, please?
Certainly.
Lovely. Thank you very much. That is
Both
all I
ends of
needed.
the spectrum.
Yep.
It's good. There's balance in the world.
I'm glad I didn't get smited. It's just going to be Rita.
There is balance in the universe. All right, continue onwards. Zeke also kind of approaches. He's looking a little annoyed, but also a little envious towards Cassandra, who's sitting on a horse.
Zeke, I got some food if you want to try and get on.
Fine. You can see he
Sure.
was like thinking of something snappy, but he really just wants to sit. He really just wants to sit. So he just says fine and comes towards you.
Yeah. I'll let just be really nice and let him sniff you out and give some food.
Oh, fucking beasts. I like them. You can see he like tentatively grabs stuff and just kind of outstretches his hand, kind of looks away. You can see the horse just kind of sniffs him.
I'll pet the
just kinda
horse really
spits on-
gently, like, this is good.
Kind of spits on Zeke a little bit and says, "Oh, fucking gross." Still
It's okay,
grabs the
horsey.
food
He's
out.
good, man.
And you see, with some time, Zeke is able to hop on as well with the food.
Nice.
Food about him some goodwill. Who's trying what? Cassandra has a horse.
Yep.
I have bridles. Hold them up. I held it out. I'll see if the horse will let me put a bridle on him and hand
Yes,
it to
Cassandra's
Cassandra.
horse allows you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, got 3 more.
You can
What
see
did you think?
as Roland shouts that, the horses look up towards you guys.
Yeah, I'll take some food and give it a shot.
Go for it. Animal handling, advantage. Very nice. You outstretch your hand. What kind of food? Just the feed that Cassandra had?
Just the feed.
I'll prestidigitation any feed that anyone uses to try to approach a horse with. They
Nice.
smell like apples.
Very nice. And Rita, as you do, the horse easily comes up to you and like nuzzles against your hand as it starts chomping.
I will be friendly with the horse, and then try to hop up on top.
Easily done. You are now sitting pretty on a horse.
Excellent.
All right, 2 successes. Folks, the last 2 remain.
I'll go. I'll try one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go for
Okay.
it. Go for it. See, this one looks
Extra
interested.
crisp ass. Okay.
All right. Very nice. You as well. Same kind of thing. The horse kind of like trots up to you, nose leading its actions as it sniffs, and you get on top of your horse. It allows the rope to kind of go over its neck as the others do as well, and takes direction fairly well. These seem to be intelligent horses. You can see the last one looks warily towards Tarvik, as it was already approached by Cassandra and then rebuffed her.
I mean, I'll take the feed. Hold it up to Roland to make it smell and taste better.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Start approaching the horse.
All right, go ahead. Same check with advantage. Whoa! You see, all of you guys, a very strange circumstance here. Before even Tarvik gets to the horse actually walks up to Tarvik, nuzzles his like hand. Doesn't seem to be like solely focused on the apples themselves. He like eats them, but he looks at Tarvik and just kind of stares into Tarvik's eyes. And Tarvik, as you look at the horse's eyes, you see there's intelligence behind the animal. And you can see there's like fear. Not towards you, just towards the surrounding. And seeing a comforting presence in you guys, seeing a non-threat, just kind of nuzzles towards you, almost like a thank you. Almost like you're protecting it. As it kind of nudges its side towards you, almost encouraging you to jump on its back.
I love these horses. Muted.
I was muted because I forgot that I was coughing. Yeah, I'll hop on the back of the horse after giving it a couple pats, and then put the makeshift bridle on if I can, and
Absolutely.
try to get it to make its way over towards the others.
This one almost seems to kind of understand what you're going to try to do before you do, and tries to position itself to help ease into whatever you're trying to do. So like nudging you on its side to like get you to hop on, encouraging you to put on the rope kind of by like lifting its head so that it's a little bit easier for you, and then just kind of like tussling its mane as it actually takes the lead and starts to like go ahead of all the others and just kind of like huffs towards them and then like trots forward, and then they all seem to kind of like follow in line as they follow all of you, or as the rest follow it, I should say. You guys are trotting along on some horses here.
I'll go and try to get up to Cassandra. Definitely not be in the back. I'll go up to Cassandra.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to look at the magical manacles?
Oh, sure. I'll hand them over.
Okay. Can I ritual cast while I ride a horse?
Make your choice of like animal handling or acrobatics.
Acrobatics is actually a little bit better.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Hey!
Oh, yay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nice.
No issue.
Cool. I'd like to identify
Lovely.
the...
Yes, this is a lock of trickery. And I do have the handout, I believe. It is here, and I'm showing 2 players. It is in Beyond the Vault.
Oh, cool.
Do we have the key for it?
You do not have the key for it. That's the only issue. You have the lock itself. However, if you'll remember, one of the guards who was charmed by Rita was going to attempt to get the key from Captain Coingut was his name that he mentioned. So you have half of a magical item.
Okay.
So we should only use them on someone we really don't like. Like a necromancer.
Zeke again.
Hey, mate.
That was out of character. That wasn't the
Oh,
target
okay.
sound.
Oh,
That was-
okay.
I like to think we all heard it in our heads because we
We were
all
all
thought
thinking
it.
it.
Yeah.
Just,
All thinking
as soon as Cassandra said that, everyone just looks at Zeke.
The fuck are you all looking at me for?
Oh, just making sure you're okay.
Right. Whatever. Can you make this horse go any faster?
Hey, at least you're not walking.
He doesn't respond. He shuts up.
Hey Zeke, where are you from? You have a really... I've never heard anyone that sounds like you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You've never been to Dinshaw?
No.
Well then, someone's a bit old-cultured, huh?
I just smile at him.
What's in Dinchel?
Yeah, do I know where Dinshaw is or anything about it?
Anyone let's see, who has traveled a bit? Rita, you have traveled, and Tarvik, you have traveled. Roland, you've kind of stayed in Duras. Cassandra, you've been in Waterdeep. I'll say,
if it was on the way, I guess.
I'll say Tarvik and Rita, you can roll. Roland, you do books, so Roland, you could roll as well. You can all roll history. Cassandra, I don't know if you would because you're in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
That should not have been advantage. It should be
Oh, that would have just been straight. That's cool. All of you kind of know, more so Roland and Tarvik. It is directions. It is towards the east of the continent, so not the Sword Coast, further inland. And the specifics are a little bit hairy to you, to all of you, but you know that it's like a northern, northeast kind of. If there's a map, I don't know how to describe it, so let me pull up a map here. It is. Oh, I actually don't have the full map. It's cut off. But it's like not the Sword Coast. It's like further inland. So he's come quite a distance to be here. You know he's not native just by knowing Dinshaw.
So what he's saying is it's nowhere near close to where you're at, and it's perfectly reasonable for people not to have been to the place where he is from.
100%. He's saying you're uncultured, but it's really just commonplace that no one would know about Dinshaw.
I love it. Classic Zeke.
Classic.
Do we know anything about the culture of the people there? I mean, is it like a really rural
They're all
place,
assholes.
or
You know, I think that they're just like it's sort of like backwards place there, where if you're really rude to someone in Dinshall, that means that you really like them.
Oh, so
Aww.
he must be really fond of us.
Do you say that out loud? Is that in character?
Yes.
He just kind of grumbles and says, "What the fuck are you all talking about? Jesus. You're losing your marbles."
I love Zeke.
He just kind of drops quiet
I
again
love
as you
it.
guys continue traveling. I think this is a decent point for a little break. And let's get back into the game. So, you guys continue trotting along, and to answer, Rita, you actually got it spot on. That's the spelling.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So as you guys continue trotting along, the wind is still bitterly cold against your faces. However, you're making good time as you continue onwards towards Duras. As you get closer and closer, again, Roland, the lack thereof of any wildlife is very unusual. But you guys kind of make your way towards one of the gates of Duras, and you can see there's a sigh of relief from Zeke. Finally. Jeez. Get into dry clothes. And as you guys move forward, the horses kind of take you towards the gate, but right outside of the gate, they just kind of stop, kind of in anticipation of you guys offboarding. You guys get off?
I suddenly am gripped by the fear that my horse is going to disappear.
Oh, it's a one-time use horse.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Tarvik will get off.
Mm-hmm.
And just remove the makeshift bridle from its head,
Mm-hmm.
if it lets me, and then I'll start walking through the gate.
Mm-hmm. It lets you, but Tarvik, as you go and start walking to the gate, you can see, or you hear actually, it's like whatever that's called. It's doing that towards you to try and get your attention. And you can
Okay,
even
I'll
see,
look
all
back.
of you see that like it's beating its hoof kind of down on the ground to try and get Tarvik's attention.
Okay. Okay, I'll turn back to the horse.
It looks at you, dead straight in the eyes. Can you make an insight check for me, or an animaling handling? Your choice.
I am better at insight for sure. 24.
It's trying to convey to you that it's an ally to you. Should you cross paths in the future, it'll look favorably upon you. And there's like a bit of worry in its eye. You sense there's tension. And throughout this entire duration, you felt tension from your horse. It seems like you were just, for lack of better terms, vibing with the horse. And you're just like getting the emotions that it's kind of putting out. And you sense that that initial meeting was a sense of relief because they kind of saw you as non-threats, and when you guys were traveling with them, kind of like their protectors. And then now that you're leaving, they just want to leave you off with like goodwill. At least this horse does towards you, with goodwill, and just kind of like worrying about you. And you kind of get that with its deep look as it stares straight into you. You can see.
I will.
Oh, go ahead.
If it's doing that, I will get kind of close to the horse, possibly away from everybody else who's probably like trying to like dismount from their horse and like still take stuff off. And just kind of like give a nod to it and just be like, yeah, I know the next part is dangerous. I kind of have to do it anyway, though. And...
You can see it nuzzles against you. Just starts staring again. And then kind of dips its head a little bit, and then starts to slowly turn away.
All right.
As you all dismount, any last things, words?
You were a good Mr. Horse. I guess we're not selling them.
I mean, are they going to be okay? Like, the horses seem like they want to come in and be inside in like a stable where it's safe. I don't know. Seems weird.
Do you want to be free, Mr. Horse, or do you want to be with the other humans?
You must decide between freedom and security.
Yes.
Your choice, insight or animal handling? As you pose that question.
I don't even know if it's a male horse. It could have been a female horse all this whole time, but it's Mr. Horse.
So hard to tell.
Mm.
It is just staring at you, though. The stare that you get is less meaningful.
I give him a little bit more food and I just push him away.
Starts munching, happily goes along and starts following Tarvik's horse, who is walking away from the gates.
Okay, that settles it. I'll get off mine and I'll let him go. I need a new rope.
Oh, you can take the rope back. I'll take the rope back. Alright, it's just because it's all cut up now.
Yeah, I got 4 tiny ropes and I have 4 12.5-foot ropes.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I'm sure Pip's got something for you.
You can always tie them together.
Yeah.
No,
There's.
Does anyone know mending?
I think that's dumb. It would have been very
Whoops.
helpful, but I do not.
I know mending. I do know mending. I can just mend your rope.
Oh, you're gonna mend my
Tarvik.
rope together.
Yes, Tarvik will mend your rope
Yay.
together.
How lovely.
Yay.
Problem solved. I saved you the,
Hassle.
the 6 silver.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have reached the city gates. You are asked for your names. Oh my god, I'm seeing like the purple creature.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
the little goat man.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yes, so you guys are in Duras as soon as you enter in the gate, and you guys are at the top here, so you guys are close from the market district. You guys are asked for your name at the gate and where you are off to. What do you provide in response?
You got this, Roland?
I just look at Zeke and be like, eh.
What?
Oh, we are Death's Witness.
That's witness.
And I am an unrelated party. You can see
He is not
just
one of
sounds,
us.
He just sounds super exasperated.
You just hear a small whisper of, "Man, don't we all feel like we should be that?"
This Tarvik is always displeased when asked for the group's name.
I guess it's presentation, not thaumaturgy, but okay, never mind. I can't do that. I really want us to, when I say it, I think I wanted our hair to blow back a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Oh, totally. No, that's fine. We can say that prestidigitation totally does that for you. You can see a little gust of wind.
Yeah.
Amplifying the wind that's already kind of blowing all around.
We're going to go report to Sea Garden. We'll tell the guards.
Right. Okay, to the Shield House then. Okay. And Death's Witness. And, pardon, Governor Greer, you are traveling with these folks? And
yes.
He's just kind of like, just shaking his
Yes.
head, just like not saying anything with his eyes closed. Just like, oh my fucking god. No, I am an unrelated party. I am making my way through the gates, and I just happen to be with them. I'm going on my business. You know me. You know where to meet me. Thank you very much. And he just kind of walks over to the desk and just kind of like waves his hand to like someone in the back. Looks towards you guys. Just a big head.
I look at the guy who's writing down. Is there like a notes section in your ledger? Like, can you put notes next to the comings and goings?
Oh, yes. What would you like to know?
Yes. Death's Witness nobly rescued the governor and is escorting him back to the city of Duras.
Oh, and you can see he looks a little startled. Oh, right.
You can also place down that the governor's pants were wet. Definitely not from urine. 100%, it was not urine.
It was the rain and the wind.
It was definitely the rain and the wind.
It got like up underneath the horse, like it was very much a weather thing.
You can see his eyes like just shift to Zeke and just like shifts towards you guys like he has no idea what to do. His hand is like frozen in place and he's just like observing and trying to get a read of the situation. Can you?
Do we really want to do this? I feel like Zeke's finally starting to warm up to us.
Can you make a deception check for me, Tarvik?
Oh yeah, Tarvik's great
so
with
proud of
deception. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, let me go ahead and make that deception check. Oh, that's actually not bad for him.
You can see the guard's eyes just like shift towards Zeke. There's like a pause, and there's like a soft chuckle that he tries to hold back. But you guys can tell. He says, right. And you can see Zeke is just glaring daggers at the guard as well as you guys. And the guard's hand doesn't move. And he says, I'm sure. Thank you all. You can go about your business. And you can see he just kind of waves you through. And Zeke just kind of like cordially nods at the man in satisfaction and looks towards you guys. He just kind of smugly smiles a little bit and then turns. And as soon as he turns, that guy looks towards you guys and winks and then writes everything down.
Nice.
I give him like, I don't know. I have 5 copper. I give him 5 copper.
Well, now you've just bribed the guard.
He just kind of he pushes it back and just says, "My pleasure."
Alright, we'll follow Zeke to the Sea Garden house. I guess her actual house, not the shield house, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
Where you guys heading?
Shield house? I think, yeah. I feel like we have to go there first to like at least check in, and then head to Magic Michael doing?
Well, like her house is where our tokens are now, like next to Shield House.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going there, or are we going to Shield House?
I've never
what
been to
time
Shield
is
House.
it?
You've never been to Shield House, yeah.
Okay, so we'll go here, I guess.
Roland,
it's the government state.
Roland, you are aware though that Shield House are one of the great houses, and like the specific Shield House is meant for like strategic meetings, like personnel things, logistics, a lot of gathering of high level leadership. To kind of plan out things as well as house certain people. Sometimes there are like medical ongoings that sometimes they'll use Shield House as kind of like a reserve space, but it's basically like a general location for the Shield faction of the city. You would have no reason to have been there ever, but you're aware of its purpose and like kind of the direction of who kind of goes there, what kind of dealings that happen.
If I had to take a stab at where Sea Garden is, would I go to her house or would I go to Shield House?
You would
Is
probably...
it a 50-50?
Yeah, you know her position is second level, so she is directly below the... Oh shoot, what was... blah, 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 blah. Shh, give me a second. There's a name that I want you to know, which is General Denoff. So you know she's directly underneath General Denoff, and they have a lot of ongoings at Shield House because that is, lots of discussions. But you know that she also was there at her house before, so it's a toss-up. You also saw her at the mill. It seems like she is a very busy woman. She could be at various locations, but of all of them that you know that she's been at the mill, she's been at her house, and you know that she could be at Shield House.
Well, let's go walk to Shield House, and if she's not there, we'll go to her house. If she's not there, we'll go to the mill. Unless you want to go somewhere else, Zeke. You okay with that?
Oh,
Zeke's
Zeke
not
has
with us,
left
though.
you.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we need to
He
escort.
marched.
Let's go try to catch up.
You try to find him. You guys are going through the market, and as you do, you kind of hear like a city crier boy says, "Watch out! Watch out! Stay inside!" Says Shield. Stay inside after dark hours. Late ongoings, bad ongoings. Stay inside. Stay safe. And then, you kind of hear, like, off in the distance, another boy who's kind of selling the city paper. Strong adventurers have been seen in the city! Strong adventurers coming to save us all! Read all about it! Another...
oh my god, I'm gonna go buy that one.
the first boy cries out again. Watch out for wildcats! Wildcats have been spotted! Watch out! Beware! Again, there's another cry that goes out. Potential war! Potential war! Enlisting all available persons! Please go to Shield House! Please go to the mill! Ongoings! Lots to be wary of. And you can see at the end he kind of like dies down a bit, like he's a little bit scared. And you can see he kind of like huffs himself to get ready again and says, potential war, and he like kind of goes back as you guys go through the market.
I buy one of the papers about adventures just to see if it's this witness.
Nice. It's just mark out like a copper. As you take the paper, it's not too much, but you like immediately skip over everything else and you like hone in on the strong adventurous part. And you can see there's a little snippet of an article, and essentially what it boils down to is adventurers have been spotted in the city talking to Shield leadership, potential partnership in deterring death creatures. Are we saved? And like a question mark.
Guys, it's us. Yeah, I shared
Pick
with
your
her.
hopes up. Do not get your hopes up.
We're in the paper.
That's us.
Totally us.
Us.
Also,
could
these
be
cats are running amok.
Mm. Yeah, that says plural right there. Wild cats.
Yeah.
Mm.
I feel like that is a very secondary problem to the current problems, but, you know.
We should find this office and we should tell them the name is Death's Witness.
I'm concerned for them as well. They seem to on the same level as a possible ongoing war. They put a cat attack that has yet to take a life.
Well, not
Well,
everyone wants to read about the doom and gloom of wars. Gotta have some lighthearted mystery.
Right. Yes, I forgot. The wild cat attacks will definitely convince the citizens that everything is okay.
That's normal city stuff.
It does also seem to be a more immediate threat. I mean, like, if I was planning my day, and I need to think about wars going on a million miles away, or the fact that I'm gonna be mauled, one takes priority. Like, let's go. Walk and talk.
I assume we're doing this while we're walking.
Walk and talk.
Yeah. You guys are walking and talking. Go ahead. Whoever wants to roll, make investigation as you try and seek out Zeke.
I can investigate. Yay. Are you helping so I have advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but...
Ooh,
there's a natural 20. There
Oh my
it
God.
is.
You guys are like traipsing through the market, and dead center, you can see Zeke just strolling along. You can see he's like quickly walking, and just kind of like cutting through people, but you immediately see that kind of pattern of people kind of being shrugged off of him, like bounced off of him as he like beelines through the market, and you immediately pick up on his trail.
Okay.
No sweat.
I'll catch right up to him and be like, oh, can't lose us that easily.
Oh, whatever. Just stop talking.
Zeke, I feel that we are forever bonded in this experience, and I will not shut up all the way there.
I love it. I love it so much. You can see he's just like, oh my god. You can see he's like rubbing his temple a little bit, but he's dealing with it. You can see he immediately goes towards Shield House. And there are guards in front of Shield House, and you can see they like nod at him, and he turns around towards you guys and says, well, personnel only, I'm afraid. And you can see he's like smiling, and then he like just goes through the doors. The guards are just standing in front, blocking your path.
Everness Seagarden is expecting us. I mean, Colonel Seagarden.
Colonel Seagarden, okay. Give me one moment. You can see it's a female guard, and though she looked very tough on the exterior, she's like a very soft voice. It's a little jarring to see that that kind of ironic juxtaposition there. And you see her just kind of like head inside for a moment. You guys are just kind of standing outside, waiting for a little bit. She comes back after a bit and says, Colonel Seagarden is currently not here. She is at the mill.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She just kind of nods, and she just immediately goes back to like a blank face as she's guarding.
Alright, to the mill.
To the mill, you
To the
go.
mill.
To the mill. Where is the mill
Is
on?
that... Was past the singing stage, Rita. Did you want to do another concert?
Here it is.
Rita has been sort of trailing behind you guys a little bit, and like she's pulled Pick around, and she's sort of plucking at Pick and sort of humming a little bit a ways back, like she's working something out. But there's been like a couple of times where she's like almost like missed a turn or made a wrong turn and like had to catch up with you.
We won't
Rita?
let her get lost.
You okay, Rita?
All right, what's up? What?
We're
Yep,
gonna be
I'm-
passing the singing stage. Did you want to
Oh,
do another show?
I no.
Okay. All right, to the middle then. Stay close.
Rita, at any point have you tried to talk with Pick?
I think, like, occasionally, she will just, sort of like kind of whisper, "Hey, anybody there?"
Okay. As of
But
yet, no
like
response.
nothing really that she's trying to say to him. No.
Right. Just kind of like a call out to the distance. No response to you from Pick as you kind of meander along, following behind everyone as you guys make your way to the mill here. And you can see Seagarden is actually is that nope. Yeah, Seagardens is just kind of like observing some of the guardsmen who are kind of training on these dummies, and she's like shouting out some pointers and critiques as she's like facing away from you guys. Come on, men! There's a war upon us. Better form. Strike left. Strike hard. Duck. And you can see she's just like shouting orders.
He's so cool. Colonel.
She slowly turns around. Ah, good to see you. And she like speedily makes her way. What news do you have? Good, I hope.
Zeke is at the shield house now, recovering. We have rescued him.
Good. I'll probably need to check on him. Thank you. Any trouble? Any weird ongoings outside?
Yeah. Nature is not looking good, right, Roland? You said something was weird there?
Like, literally no wildlife whatsoever except for 4 horses, but like no bugs, no squirrels, no birds, like very weird shit.
That's concerning, but what makes you sure that you didn't see anything? I mean, there's lots of wilderness out there. Perhaps you just didn't encounter anything.
Possible. But
No
definitely
birds?
weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
Definitely
Definitely.
unnatural. Right? Anyways,
I
also
appreciate
dwarf
you, though.
politics.
What about the dwarves?
Who's best at explaining
You can
that?
see her eyes get a little bit sharp.
I don't know, Roland, you're good with politics, right?
Not really.
Okay, so I remember
Rita.
Cromwell. So he was the dwarf that was taken, but nobody knows where he is.
How do you know
And
he was
he'll-
the dwarf that was taken? I do recall
We spoke
he
to
was
one of the-
traveling with you folks, last I remember. And he...
Yes, and then your
Departed.
man Nikolai. Yes, Nikolai
Nicola?
was a traitor to
She just kind of
you
looks
and-
off in the distance a little bit as she tries to remember the name.
dwarf. Worked at the Parabor.
I remember, yes.
Yep.
And she kind of slowly nods.
She led Cromwell to Hillhammer, and Hillhammer captured Cromwell because
King
he was
Hillhammer.
what's his full name? Hillhammer.
General Hillhammer?
You mean the king of Bonoldo?
Yes.
He's king now?
King. Yes, that's right. He is
Ah.
king now. We did know that.
So Nicola
Yes.
defected. I see. He was a spy then. Understood. Very good. Not good news, but very good for us knowing now. Anything else?
He also betrayed Cromwell. Cromwell's mom is still on the political scene. Cromwell was a prisoner of Hillhammer, but then Cromwell disappeared. We don't know how or where or what happened. And they are also getting attacked, right? Their villages are getting attacked by death creatures.
Yes. And the dwarves have been brainwashed to think that Duras is responsible somehow.
Yes, they have been blaming us, and we have no idea why they would assume such a thing. We've done nothing of the sort to instigate anything with them. That's why relations have been so tense
Insight check.
lately. Go for it. DM this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Go into 101 for me.
Ooh.
Okie dokie, you can hear me?
Yep.
She looks very truthful from what you can tell.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Alright. Alright, so as Tarvik just kind of squints his eyes and she says this, we haven't done anything. We've been trying to mitigate the situation. We sent Zeke as the kind of like an embassy, a party to try and figure out and have a meeting with Hillhammer and his men, but they got
Like
ambushed.
Zeke, though, I mean, he's not really known for his
Not
diplomacy.
known, correct. And you can see she kind of has like a terse smile on her face. Yes, but he used to be.
Wait, did you know that a Darkstone was missing when you sent Zeke out?
No. We were trying to ease tensions with just a meeting.
What tensions? What tensions before this whole thing?
They're blaming us. They've sent people blaming us and telling us that we are trying to start a war with them, saying that we've kidnapped their dwarves, saying that we've been killing them, that we've had spies that go in with under the cover of darkness and have done things to their people. We've done no such thing. They're blaming us recklessly, and we've tried communicating with them, letting them know that this has not been us. And yet, things are escalating. We'll be sending an army, a bit of a forefront troop. We've heard about their movements, that they're sending some men our way. We need to meet them. I'm afraid things are a bit dire. If you all are planning to stay here, we'd love to enlist you. I see you all have skill. You survive and you do well for yourselves. We would greatly appreciate your help if you plan on staying around.
I think
Don't think
that
we do.
the Gloomers are what's causing all of this, and I think we would be better placed in figuring out the cause of the Gloomers, which could be the necromancers that are in Parabor. Or at least
Right.
that's the only link we have.
You did mention that you wanted to go to Parabor and that you needed assistance. I can't spare you any
We
men.
still have it.
However, I have worked with a few suppliers that our army works with, and I can gain you access to magical implements if that may help you. I see you all have some items already. Perhaps what I can offer can be of service, though I may not provide you men. She kind of looks towards you for
Yes,
a response.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We're grateful for any assistance.
As am I for your help in retrieving Zeke. However much of a fucking ass he is. And she kind of mutters that last part under her breath.
Oh, hey, do you know Gek?
Oh, I think she's Zeke's girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves her so much. He was just talking about what a good relationship they have. You know, if you want to get on his good
I use
side.
the term girlfriend loosely, mind you.
Ooh. Is she manipulating him? He's head over heels.
Put in simpler terms, intercourse friends. And she just kind of smiles.
Oh my god. I love it. Oh, I think Zeke's caught feelings.
Oh yeah, Zeke's feeling that.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, elsewise,
was a
is
long
there
trip.
anything else to report?
If you can avoid conflict, you should. The Darkstones don't want this conflict. It's just Hillhammer that wants it.
The
And
Darkstones,
yes,
they're no longer in power. You mean
I know, but
Hillhammer? And she looks a little bit confused.
No.
Cromwell's family. Blood relatives, I guess. Not married relatives. Because in Hillhammer marry a Darkstone.
Did he? He married Carmel's
sister?
fiance. I
I'm not
thought.
sure what the family relations of your old traveling companion are, but if you have any pertinent information to share with me, I would appreciate it.
So his mom is a Darkstone, and she's on the council for the dwarves, and they were using Cromwell to manipulate her because she wouldn't follow Hillhammer. Hillhammer's a bad guy. He's betrayed all of the dwarves. And if you could somehow...
Do you know all of this? She looks kind of inquisitively towards all of you.
We've been investigating.
I looked to
Also, we
Rita.
might have
We
magically
had,
yeah.
we were able to have a conversation with one of Zeke's captors, and he was very forthcoming with what he was willing to share with us.
Right. Go ahead. Either Roland, Cassandra, or Rita, who have been talking, roll a persuasion check. Just one of you, though.
Rita.
Got it.
Yeah.
She just kind of nods along. I see. And
If you had anyone that could be a spy or spread information with the dwarves, they could maybe get the dwarves to understand that Hillhammer betrayed the Darkstones, killed the fiancé himself. And he's betraying them all, lying about this war, lying about these people getting missing when it should be these gloomers that they're worried about.
she just kind of slowly nods and takes this in. Well, I appreciate
They're not bad people.
I appreciate the information. I'll check with my sources, see what can be done. And you're sure that this dwarf that you got the information from is reliable?
We may use some magical.
He might
have been compelled. Like
There
his
were-
will, in a way.
There are limits to his knowledge, but he was. I'm certain that he was forthright and truthful with us.
And what position did he hold?
He was a sergeant.
And you can see there's like a spark of recognition. Of the Hillhammer heroes, you mean? The elite...
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the Hillhammer heroes.
You
He said he was a
encountered
Hillhammer hero. Yes,
Yes, they had
they're the ones
Zeke,
who
yeah.
took Zeke.
Provide me as much detail as you can. And she is very interested. You can see.
Well, there's one in particular named Coingut who has a key of ours that we'd really like back.
For sure. I think he was their leader.
Was
I've heard
Coingut the
of-
leader?
I've heard of Captain Coingut, yes. He used to be a sergeant, and then he got promoted.
And the new sergeant is Nikolai.
I see. Alright, well, that's good information. As much as we know about the enemy will prove useful in battle. And you can see
If
she
she
takes
won,
out a
Don't
notepad.
fight them.
I
They
understand
are-
if that is all at all possible, of course. However, things do not look bright for us. Miss... And she, pauses for a minute. Cassandra.
Yeah.
She continues to write in her notepad all the information that you guys have been thrown at her. And she says, anything else that you can think of? Anything that might be useful? She pauses.
Neural was attacked and abandoned.
Yeah, it's definitely been
Yes.
abandoned.
Unfortunately, the citizens were attacked not but 2 weeks ago. It was a death creature attack. Some escaped, some did not. It's quite unfortunate.
If she wants, I'll go through one at a time and cast disguise self to look at each of the dwarves that I remember, so she has a visual.
Yeah, she 100% goes for that, and she calls in one of the guards to try and help her sketch as she tries to go as fast as possible.
I don't know if this is important, but Nikolai was convinced that the Gloomers were coming out of Duras. That they're dealing with Gloomer attacks as well, and that their origin was here.
From all of our connections, we've spoken with other cities in the Sword Coast, and it appears that the concentration of attacks appears to only be here in the northern region. I have no reason, no understanding of this, but perhaps that's why Born Order thinks it's us. Because we also have them in the area. I don't foresee any persuading them, as we've tried, and you can see there's some exhaustion in her face. You can see the fine lines, the dark circles under her eyes, and you can kind of feel the weight of her words. Experiences she has with negotiations has probably not been fruitful, as she kind of takes that long, deep sigh and says, but we will try, nevertheless, to try and cease the war before it begins. Thank you, soldier. As he kind of finishes up drawing, he says, back to your regiments. And you can see he kind of goes back.
Has there been any leads on the missing people? Ones from here, from Duras?
She shakes her head and just kind of looks around. No, we've exhausted all of our resources. Truly, we've even got in touch with... Well, and she kind of immediately pivots. We've done our best, and we will continue doing so, and if any of you all, amongst your travelings, come across with any information, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I appreciate your partnership in all of this, and hope that we can have good relations and information sharing from here on out as well.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, just lead us towards the armory, and then we'll go seek out Michael Dune. We need to check out Parawar.
Yes, give me a moment. I will send a missive to you when you are to be summoned to retrieve these materials. However, I must confer with some of my colleagues. If you'll excuse me, I'll go about that right way. You should receive something from me within the hour. And she kind of bows a little bit and excuses herself. Excuse me. And she leaves.
So, should we stay? Does she need to be able to find us?
We could go to your house, probably.
Probably. Whatever y'all want to do. We can just hang out for a bit till she gets done. Is there anything else we need to get done in Parawar? Or sorry, in Duras before we leave for Parawar?
Look for some cats. Rita could put on a show, talk about how we saved the governor. We could check in with your parents. Or your sister.
I mean, I'm just gonna say hi, bye. Saw them this morning. Literally saw them this morning. Fine.
Yeah, okay.
We want to go to that one tavern that was shady and force our way into the back room and see if there's anything there.
I do. But would Rita and Harvick want to?
Yeah, if there's something that you think is important, we can go do it.
They were definitely talking about, like, the only thing I think is if something really is coming from Duras, it's probably the Shadow House coordinating it, because they were talking about how they're getting away with so much stuff now that the death creatures are around.
Seems dangerous, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a large organization that knows more than we do. Right.
Yeah.
All right, so how about as you guys take some time to decide, we'll take a little break here. So at the back in, Colonel Seagarden has just left, and as she leaves, you actually see one of the soldiers who is over here kind of practicing kind of turn as soon as she leaves and rushes forward towards you guys. He says, sorry, and kind of like furtively glances to where Seagarden left just to make sure she's not there. And says, are you guys the people who killed all the death creatures? And he's like looking at you wide-eyed.
The Gloomers. But yes.
The what?
Gloomers. They're called Gloomers.
Gloomers? Oh, I had no idea.
Here, you can read all about it all here, and I pull out my like little paper.
He looks.
I need you to give that back.
Yes. Also, there was not nearly enough information in there. But we did kill a few, yes.
Whoa.
And you can call us Death's Witness. Or did that ruin you? Yeah, okay.
No, you're good. No, good. It should
Hey, Fildor, Zentar, Lado, come over here. And you can see he like calls over to kind of like the group that was trading over here, and they all kind of look and says, "What? These are the guys. These are the guys who killed them." And you can see they all kind of look excitedly and like run towards you guys. Well, maybe not run, but they walk quickly over to you guys. Says, "How'd you do it? What did they look like? How did you survive? Were they hard to kill? What weapons did you use? What works?" And you can see there's just like a barrage of questions coming at you.
Well, I believe Rita has a song about it.
Yeah, there is a song about it. Maybe at the palace later. I might sing again. But like, I mean, if you're are you guys are you all just worried about like fighting them, or what's the?
Well, we're worried, but we think you guys are super cool. And you can see they're like smiling, and they look like they've seen like celebrities.
Like, I'll sort of like lean into this and I'll be like, well, when you're out there fighting them, you need to make sure don't ever look into the Gloomer's face.
What happens when you do?
Will rack your mind and devour your life source. Just being near the Gloomer is enough for it to consume your essence. Run from it. Stay away.
Right. And they're all just kind of like ghostly and just like nodding and taking it all. We heard such things. We heard something like that, but jeez. And you survived. You all survived. How did you do it?
Ranged attacks is helpful.
Ranged attacks. Oh, jeez. Well, and you can see they're kind of like jarred from their reverie and says, sorry for barraging you with all these questions. We're a little nervous. We gotta go out there and probably fight an army and then fight those things, so, you know, tensions are a little bit high here. And you can see they all look a bit nervous. They all look fairly young.
Well, we haven't seen those things the past few nights. I think they've moved on from Duras.
Oh.
But you shouldn't have your guard down. You should definitely keep your guard up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's
some disappointment.
Yeah, that's
We want you miserable but alive. That would be the preference.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you, all of you. We have to go back to training before Seaguard comes back and kicks our ass. And you can see they kind of like chuckle amongst themselves, and then they kind of wave to you as they go back to their training.
Oh, wait, did you want Rita's autograph?
Oh, for what?
She's a famous singer.
Oh,
Maybe
Rita-
you're not into the arts, but
Rita actually
it's
has
gonna be
this-
worth some money.
Rita has this actually really concerned look on her face as she sort of just had this realization, but she's kind of not wanting to say it in front of these guards, so she'll just sort of like put that away. Autographs. I mean, you can get all of Death's Witness. We're right here, like even this guy. And I like.
Oh, so you guys are a
grabbed the time.
band? Oh, cool. Yeah. Let's get your. Can we have your autograph?
Well,
Or
yeah, of course.
band of adventures.
Death's Witness sounds really cool. That's a really cool band name.
Yeah.
Or adventures. Yeah.
And a band. That's crazy.
Yep.
What do you guys sign? Or what does Rita sign? Like, what's your
Rita
what's
will
your
sign
signature ring?
just Rita, just her name.
Okay. Oh, I thought you guys were Death's Witness. I thought you would just, sign the band name and then underneath. Oh, that's cool. That's fine. That's fine.
Cassandra will write Death's Witness on it and then put a little raven.
Ooh, love it. They kind of look outstretched with their pads towards Roland and Tarvik to finish off the band signatures.
Oh
I'll
boy.
put my name on it. As Roland. Very curly key
Elbow
writing.
Tarvik, like, come on, Tarvik.
I think. I think that you covered it all when you signed Death's Witness there, right? Sure.
Oh, but it's not going to be complete without your signature. Please.
feel like it's
Tarvik, please.
We might die in the next week or so. You can see they're like playing a real guilt trip card.
okay. Tarvik has high insight. Roll again. Roll insight against me, or pure persuasion.
Do you want
excuse me.
persuasion? Okay.
Yeah, I rolled to you.
Oh, it's a 7 from me.
Okay, so
It's a
so
symbol.
Tarvik sees through this guilt trip.
It's a symbol that you're part of the team.
I believe that me being here is a sign that I'm part of the team. And I believe
Didn't you want to
that
be known as your
you
name
don't
and
like-
not just Death's Witness? Sorry, I
I
didn't
would
mean
rather
that.
not be
It's a little delay.
known. No, you're good. I think I would rather not be known. I think that's better. And for you too, if you were worried that you may die, practice. I heard that practice is very good for not dying.
It's
Yeah,
okay, I
just
know
dying.
his signature.
Yeah, you're right. Well, thank you guys.
I'm gonna-
You know my signature.
You can see that.
Yeah, I'm
kind of,
gonna
like,
put a
they're
a
little
battle
sad.
axe with like 2 axes on both sides, so it looks like a big T that's an axe.
Cool. They
Yeah.
like immediately pipe back up with excitement. Oh, thank you so much, thank you. And they're like really excited. They have no idea, like, that you guys aren't a band, but they're totally into the idea that you guys are a band and an adventuring group together. They're like super
Yes,
stoked
they're
about
definitely
it.
that.
There's the
And we will
axes on
practice.
the
We will. We won't die. We'll come to one of your shows. Promise.
Yes, you will at the palace.
The palace. And they kind of
Listen,
excitedly
the
go
edger.
off. Or are you drawing the T?
Yeah,
Nice.
it looks like that.
Yeah. Dope. Super dope. Alright, so with that, what are you guys doing?
Well, she's got to be able to find us. So we can
Yeah.
chill at Roland's
We
place, or we can just chill on these benches and watch them.
I mean, do you guys want to go to the Shadow House and just try to figure out what's?
Oh yeah, try that
what's going on
in.
there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's check it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. All of you head on over to the inn. And... Let
I'm on
me
the rogue
find
sword.
it. Oh, where is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you guys aren't in there, but we'll put your tokens like this. Whoa, rolling a reader super
The tokens
big.
are all funky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I dragged them in here because I wanted them to see while you guys were last here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
That sounds right. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. But you guys are in here now. You see there's a smattering group of individuals kind of scattered about here. You see the bartender who's in the back, just kind of serving drinks. Little music playing.
Do I remember which door was the suspicious door? Was it this one?
Yes, where a few individuals went into the back. That is the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a
Okay,
serving
cool.
window here where lots of plates of food kind of come out the window.
I'll go and I'll sit here with everyone.
Alright. So you guys head in here to the Tilted Tavern. All of you would just kind of hear general murmurings about like the oncoming war that it seems like is gonna happen. And Tarbek, can I move your token? Were you just chilling there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can move my token.
Great. Yeah, so like the oncoming war potential, the snatchings of people in the city and the outskirts of the city, some of the attacks that have happened at the towns. What else might you hear just in general? Discussions of what city leadership is going to do, what the king will do, why Bone Order is acting like this. It used to be fine with them. Conversations about if there's going to be aid from any of the other cities. And you also hear a little bit, and I'll say Tarbig, you catch a little bit of this. A little bit of conversation geared towards medicine and shipments. And you hear that very, very softly. And you have no idea who the person is, but the person at the corner is talking with the bartender. And you can see them or you can hear them kind of whispering, like, oh, well, luckily we have a route and you're keeping true, but who knows? We might have to speed up our shipments. Medicine is coming in fast. And that's kind of like the low grumbling you hear. And she comes over and says, "Oh, welcome back there, Miss White Rabbit." She looks towards Cassandra. And you,
Hello.
the happy one, looks towards Tarvik. So chatty.
Well,
Yeah.
we chat enough for him.
I see. Round of ale for you folks.
Yeah, sounds good.
Round of ale coming up. And she just kind of like, goes around a little bit and then goes behind the bar, fills up some drinks and sloshes it onto your table with a loud bang and says, "Here you are." And there's some like yelling of, "I want some here. All right. And she like makes her way and she says, "I'll be back. Think about if you want to eat anything."
Do you mind if I sing? Maybe is that something that's okay here?
Sing your hearts out, doll. And she smiles and gives you a little wink.
Thanks.
She motions over to this kind of like empty area here where there's like a few chairs, like movable chairs and stuff that it appears some other entertainers have used before. She kind of makes her way.
I see that arrow.
I'm just checking the size of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So it's perfect sized. It's like it was planned.
Alright, so you guys just mark off like 4
Okay.
copper for ale for each of you if you got any.
Mm-hmm.
And she just like makes her rounds and stuff. And she'll come back and she'll ask if you guys want any food. Hey, loves.
I mean that.
Any grub?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
the
something
sandwiches.
hot. Do you have anything hot?
We have stew.
Give me the stew.
Ooh, that sounds better. Yeah.
Stew. And she like points to you guys. Stew, and like looks towards the other two that haven't.
Please, yes.
Stews coming right up.
What is in the stew?
It's just stew, dear. Just stew.
Sure.
In the rich place, Roland.
You get what you get.
Oh.
She's over here.
This is the fancy elf restaurant.
You want to change your mind?
This is
You don't want the
racist
stew?
place.
No, stew's good.
Okay.
It's good.
And she just like moves away. You see her yell, kind of. She doesn't even go fully to the door. She kind of like just gets near and she yells, "4 stews!" You can hear like a little bit of grumbling in the back. All right.
I want to look to see if anyone goes through the back door, and have like put Roland like do the fingers to the eyes and like point at the door, like just watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you could disguise and get in.
As
But I don't know what disguise would work. Yeah, we need to wait for someone to go through.
I could disguise as her.
Ooh, that'd be tricksy. If she's like yelling out here and then you're back there.
I mean, I might be able to convince her to just let us go back there. Are we ready to just go for it?
I mean, if you want your stew first, we can wait.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Very
I just
quickly,
stay
you get your stew. She brings it out within like under 5 minutes.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you guys.
There's
are kind of, like, talking.
There is something that occurred to me when we were in the mill. What if when the sort of the two armies, when they meet, what if that's the moment when a bunch of gloomers attack? And like they just devour they just devour the armies, and that somehow gives them power, and they have all of these corpses now that they can work with. That would be like the worst thing.
I
It's a
do
big
think
trap.
I think that part of my vision may have been from before, when the town was first attacked by gloomers. Still not sure about the fire, but
Like either way, I mean, I feel like it is a trap, right? It's
Yeah, it's
From
definitely not good. I was trying to convince her not to go, but it seems like she has to.
yeah.
Well.
The only way to defeat this snake is chopping off its head. There's no way we're gonna convince the dwarves or the humans that.
Yeah, we gotta get the necromancers.
Also, I think I might not go back with you and just stay out here and keep watch, because I'm not quiet, and also the stew is okay.
Can I identify what's in the stew?
Oh yeah, she brings it out and she like sloshes the 4 bowls onto your table. You take a quick look. You see it looks like just kind of like a vegetable stew, like a vegetable beef stew. So like a beefish broth. You kind of get the scent, and they're just like chopped up veggies. So you have like potatoes, you have some carrots in there, you have some green beans, you have like a little bit of broccoli. It seems pretty ordinary. You have some beef in it as well.
Yum.
This is nice.
Yeah, it's not
it's
terrible.
hot. I feel warm for the first time since earlier today.
Poor girl.
Rita, I really like you running with the temperature. Put a inspiration on your sheet.
Oh boy.
Rita's like Are you like a dragon person? Is that why your skin is red?
I just like look at Cassandra and like I just like tilt my head. And I look down at my skin. I don't know, maybe.
Well, you have horns.
Yeah. Do dragons have horns?
I don't
Cassandra,
know,
I'm
okay.
in the storybook. What?
Right.
Okay. I'm just quiet.
Rita, you're so cool.
All right. I think I'll make my way over toward this performance area. Just walking around to like here. And like what time of day is it?
It's around noon.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Noon.
yeah, people are eating their lunches.
Got it. Okay, so Rita is gonna, pull out pick and start sort of plucking, and then she's going to she's going to sing. Here we go. Let beauty awake in the morn from beautiful dreams, beauty awake from rest. Let beauty awake for beauty's sake. In the hour when the birds awaken the brave, and the stars are bright in the west.
Brava! You just hear like thumping on the table and like whistles, like catcall whistles. Hey, Howard, why don't you come on over here? Sing on my lap! Come on!
Fantastic!
You have some people like shouting, encore, encore, more! And they're getting like super rowdy. You can see there's been ale like passed around, round after round. You see, even though it's daytime, some of these patrons are drunk. They're getting a little rowdy.
I would like her to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Lovely, she shall. Wisdom. That's a 6.
Okay. So I'll post the thing up, but I think we all know what it does. At least conversationally.
Just a reminder.
Yep. Okay. So she's the only one I targeted. Because I might have targeted the other guy, but I didn't know about them like having a sneaky conversation. Yeah, so she is charmed by me for an hour. She's not going to know that she's charmed, and she is... while charmed this way, the target idolizes you, speaks glowingly of you to anyone that talks to it, and hinders anyone who opposes you, although it avoids violence unless it was already inclined to fight on your behalf.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Let's do... I have a little token here. What shall I use? I'll just say this. A little hard. She just kind of like drops. You hear some people being like, more ale. She's just like, shut the fuck up. And she's just like walking towards you. And she just goes, that was amazing, darling. You have to come here all the time, every day. We have to have you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Thanks for the meal. It's kind of, it's kind of rowdy out here. I think I just want to, finish my stew, in just somewhere that's a little bit quieter. Do you think we could maybe go into the back, me and my group?
Ooh, that's a really tough request that you're asking from me. But...
Honey, please. I'll come back. I promise.
Just because it's you. Come on. And she like whispers a little bit and she kind of like motions. She's like, okay. She motions you to follow along her. She says, come on. Just because you're part of her crew.
She's great, isn't she?
And she kind of whispers, oh no, I'm stuck in dynamic. Hold on. Okay, so she opens the door here. No. She opens the door here as she whispers to you as you kind of like make your way past. She says, sit at that table right over there. But don't touch anything, and, you know, keep your head down. I'll let them know that you're fine. Just, you know, be cool, and just enjoy. She's talking to you, Rita. Just enjoy your meal and peace.
Thanks. And I give her like a little hug and then go back.
She gives you the sweetest hug. She's very voluminous in the chest area, so it's very nice and cushy. It's so soft.
The pat's there too.
All right, are you guys here? Just in case you guys are
Oh, what
stuck.
table did she point to?
The one over here, and she kind of mentions to the guy who's sitting there. She's like, "Move!" And he's just like, "Oh, whatever," and like grabs the veil and goes over, and she speaks out to everyone. She speaks out to everyone who's there. Oh, wait, she's back over here. Okay, she speaks to everyone here. She says, "These are special guests. No one talk business. Everyone let them have their peace." And she just smiles at you guys, says, "Enjoy," and then just does like a little quiet little wave, like her fingers kind of flit about, and she's like, "Bye." She closes the door and she leaves. They all just stare at you guys, but they don't say anything, and then they just continue back down to their meal. What the fuck is she doing? Don't know. Don't ask.
Does anyone look like they might be in charge of like at least maybe like of a small group or something like that?
Or anyone
Like
I
they-
recognize?
Cassandra, you don't recognize anyone back here, but
Okay.
Roland, make an insight check for me.
Sight 13.
You gather that the person who is standing behind the bar, just kind of leaning against the bar and just talking with one of these guys, might be someone that has a little bit more authority. Just for the possible guess that, hey, people who usually stand behind bars usually have some kind of standing.
Okay. Okay. Well, I might maybe him too, but I kind of wanted a patron. I'm gonna pick one at random, and I'm just going to try to like really study their face so that I can like pretend to be them later. That is my goal.
Nice. Okay, so we'll say you kind of study this guy because you have like the best side profile of him. You can see he has a very short crop of hair. He appears to be, I don't know, somewhere between young 20s-ish to maybe, like between 20s to 30s, maybe, if you could ballpark the age. It's pretty young. You can see he's got tan skin, pretty sharp facial features, like he has a very sharp jawline, sharp nose, and you can see his eyes are brown. You kind of like get all these mental notes of his profile. You kind of log in for the future. Alright, you guys are in a quiet back room here. You see everyone's kind of quiet and just kind of grumbling like, yeah, another day. I don't know what these folks are all about, but hey, Drusilla said so. Whatever. How's your stew? And you can see they're just like chatting. Yeah, same as usual. Nothing different.
Anyone have any ideas?
I mean, we can like what are we doing here? Like, I'm just trying to get you back here. Do you? I mean, we can like talk to people.
What am I seeing back here? Is that up or down stairs?
You see those are stairs down. And actually, Tarvik, with your passive, you kind of notice this carpet is covering what appears to maybe be like a trapdoor-ish on the floorboards. It's like hastily covered almost, where there's a little bit of a corner right here that seems to be peeking out. So you kind of see the rug is mostly covering, but a little bit of it is not.
I'll point that out to the others as they're looking for like where people should go or where people are.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe another distraction?
Yeah, I can go Yeah, I'll go try to distract. So I don't know. Like I think Rita is gonna sort of get up and head over towards sort of like the bar area and kind of like sit down with these guys and just say like, "Hi there, how's it going?"
Right.
It's
Hi.
it's a kind of gloomy day out there, huh?
You can see both of them are just kind of looking at you. The one over here actually like turns to look at you. The one on the right here. Let me tilt.
I thought it
How
was
are
just
you?
like I'm doing good. I thought it would just be like a kitchen back here, but there's like a whole secret
Who
bar. This is so
How
cool.
are you?
Who am I? I'm Rita.
Rita. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
What are you
member
doing back
of
here?
Death's Witness.
Hmm.
Oh, we're just trying to get out of the trying to get out of the front part. It was kind of rowdy, and we're just like This is so cool. Like I thought this was just gonna be a storeroom or a kitchen, but like, what are you guys doing back here? Like, is this like some cool secret club?
We're enjoying our meal in peace, just like you.
I take a look at like what are you eating? Is that just like the same stew that they give to the people out front?
Same stew. Not chatty, but you seem to have his focus and his attention. Are you guys trying to be stealthy as you like kind of uncover the rug down there?
I'm trying to
Well, I want-
block.
Oh, you
I'm
trying
trying
to
to
block?
block her
Okay.
view.
asking-
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
trying to block
asking
her view
Tarvik
of her.
too, like, Tarvik, get behind me.
Okay, I get behind her.
Like
here.
So kinda
like in
confused
front of
on what's
you
going on.
to block?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, okay.
Like, to block the view.
Right.
Since I am
Yeah.
tiny, I can hide behind
Right.
a creature.
Right.
Yes.
So,
I got confused by get behind me.
Yeah,
like,
that's what.
I-
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tori, you
Yeah,
could probably like sit
I'll
here.
block as well.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
block like you and Roland just kind of sitting would probably give her enough cover.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I want to stealth.
Go ahead and roll stealth for me as Rita is providing a distraction up there. You guys are blocking.
Oops, sorry, the
Nice.
17 didn't.
17. All right, so you guys are like positioning yourself so that you can hide her. Cassandra, you feel comfortable. You hear a little bit of talking that Rita's doing. She's just chatting away. And what do? You peel back the carpet?
Yeah, I peel it back and look at the trapdoor, see if it's locked.
Yeah, you peel it back and you do see a trap door. It is like very evident. You've seen these before, and it is a trap door. It leads downwards.
I'm gonna try and open it.
You try and open it, and you struggle a little bit. You're thinking, "Oh shoot, is it locked?" But then it budges. It just seems like it was a little bit stuck on the floorboard. But it opens,
Okay.
and you see darkness beneath.
The night vision. Oh no.
I'm
I'm
all the
going-
way over here. Is
I'm gonna drop in.
is it touch? Well, I probably can't do it.
Yeah, your thing.
Yeah,
What is
I've still got my charm. I can cast dark vision like 2 times that I've never used. Oh well. I don't think I can get it to you.
If I can get in there, I can turn on the lantern. So
Okay.
I'm gonna drop in.
You drop in, okay. Alright, so Cassandra just drops in and she disappears, Roland and Tarvik. As you kind of look furtively back, you can see she's pushed the carpet aside and she's just gone.
Can I casually like push the carpet back?
Yeah.
So like if someone comes and looks, they're not gonna be like, "Hey, someone went downstairs. I should check on
Absolutely.
that."
Yes. Yeah, you push the carpet back with like your foot. You just kind of like reach behind and just like slowly shift it over.
So have you guys like heard of Death's Witness? Like there's a whole song about them. They're great.
I've heard grumblings. Maybe, yeah.
Oh yeah? Yeah, what have you heard?
They're just a group of people who trying their best, I guess, to do stuff in the city. Talking with Seagarten or something. I don't know. Read a little bit in the paper.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I think so.
Oh, you met them.
I am them.
You are them. So you are Death's Witness. Why?
That's me.
Why have such a name? Why can't you just use Rita?
I mean, you know, it's like a stage name. I'm a performer.
Gotcha. One of those. And you can kind of see the eyes like, oh gosh, a performer. Ugh, an actor. And he just kind of like rolls his eyes a little bit and says, and just shifts his body position a little bit, like he's disengaging. That's great. Good on you for doing
Do you like the
stuff.
theater?
And he kind of like does like an air fist kind of thing. Do I like the theater? No, I don't.
Yeah. No?
It's just not my thing. I get, it's for others. They like it. Not for me.
Well, what do you like?
I like killing things.
Holy shit, that's badass. What? I mean, I'm just gonna go on, but Cassandra's doing important stuff.
Right. Roland and Tarvik, what are you guys doing?
I think just like waiting,
Yeah,
sitting awkwardly,
Sitting
looking at
awkwardly.
Rita.
I have received a couple of wounds during the battle, so I'm like probably like slowly like taping up some wounds while I drink.
Trying to short rest if you can.
Oh,
if
yeah.
she's gone that long.
I brought my stew with me. I am enjoying that.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, it's like good for the place you're at. It's definitely nothing like the elven places that you've been, but it's suitable. It works. It's food. Cassandra, as you dip down, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have all of your tokens on the page as well so that you can see, but Cassandra's the only one who can move. So, Cassandra, you land on your feet. There's some packed dirt underneath you. You feel. You can't see anything though. What do you do?
There's no lights on, right? So
It's
I
dark.
will. Alright, I'll take out my lantern and light it up.
Nice. All right, so I'm gonna add some light to your token. I think. Let me see my page here. Lantern is 30.
Mm-hmm.
You can see now?
Yep.
Great.
Interesting. So it's like a tunnel.
You drop down, there is packed dirt underneath you, and there are stone walls kind of cordoning you off. It seems like you're in a very tight space. Underground. It's quiet. And it's a little damp down here.
Okay. Alright. I'm going to try and be quiet, so I don't know if you want me to roll another stealth.
Yes, please.
But okay. Let me first.
Lovely.
So I can't hide my light, but at least my noise.
noise.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll move you guys as she moves as well, so you can kind of see where she goes. So you're
Okay,
not
so this is
stuck.
like there's like a
You
framework here.
slowly like roll your foot down on the packed dirt, making no sound whatsoever, with the light kind of guiding your way as you peer. There seems to be various corridors that you could go down as you move silently. The
I'm
light
left-handed, so I'm gonna take the left. I guess I'll look for traps too, since I know
Make an
rogues love the
investigation
traps.
check.
Oh.
You move forward using your sight. Seems like nothing has changed so far in terms of the environment that you move through. Everything looks safe.
Oh god, I'm gonna get lost. Oh my god. Alright, left. It's gonna keep going left.
As you move forward, everything looks the same. You
This
keep
is
your
how we get
eyes
around
peeled.
the city.
You keep your eyes
Yeah,
peeled for
let me-
anything. You don't see anything. No traps. You're really safe down here. You don't know what your friends are up to upstairs, but you know where all the traps are, and there are none here.
Uh-huh. Am I seeing any ladders or any other ways up?
No, you take a look, and as of yet, you don't see any ladders.
Oh wow, this place is huge.
It is huge.
I want to explore it all. This seems promising. Maybe I'm going back.
What is going through your mind as you're walking?
I'm like, oh man, this reminds me of Waterdeep and the Thieves Guild there. The Black Network, and like maybe this is how they get around the city, and maybe this is a way to make stuff like travel through the city or to smuggle things or escape routes. But I don't see anything nefarious. I'm just wondering if I'm worried that the people stealing isn't related to the necromancers and it's related to something humans are doing. Like if these guys are smuggling people. I don't know. But now I'm worried I'm gonna get lost.
As you move forward silently with only your thoughts to accompany you, you continue to look for any traps and you don't see any.
What was my left then? I guess a dead end.
It looks like
Is there anything?
these walls are all stone.
Hmm.
The dirt, all similar. Packed a little damp. You're definitely underground.
Am I seeing any tracks?
You look for any footprints. You don't see any other than your own that are very, very light. But that's only because you've just walked here.
No. Okay. Interesting.
As you continue
When
moving
we-
forward... Oh, go ahead.
Just one last question. When we were walking around the city up top, did I notice any sort of, there was like a sewer system or anything like that?
Yeah, there's...
But this isn't a sewer system.
There's like a
This is
small little...
not.
Yeah, there's like a small little sewer / dirty waterway. But no, this is not a sewer system.
Okay. Interesting.
There's no like water here. It's damp, but that's because of the moisture underground, not because there's any like actual leaking water or anything.
Okay. Okay. You were gonna just do something else.
Yeah. So as you were moving forward, Cassandra, you can move forward and navigate. What is happening up above? Though we're not going to switch so that we can see Cassandra moving. Describe to me. Let's say Roland and Tarvik. How are you guys sitting and talking with each other? Eating stew.
Well, I just ran out of stew and I'm debating asking for more. Haven't got the courage up yet, so I think I'm just sitting there awkwardly in silence, trying really hard not to look at the trapdoor. like I'm looking ahead, probably at Rita.
Yeah.
And you know, Tarvik, just the natural conversationalist he is just going to remain mostly silent and slowly drink his ale that he received earlier.
You can see there's some furtive glances from the other patrons that are kind of there, just ever so slightly. And then they just get back to their normal business, seeing you guys aren't acting like any strange way. As we pivot back to Cassandra, as you get into this more open corridor, you notice that there is a door to your right. Wooden door inset amongst these walls.
Do I see any light peeking out from under it or around it?
You make an investigation check for me. Or perception, your choice.
Perception's slightly better.
Nothing. You don't see anything.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try and open the door.
You try and open the door, and as you reach for it, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Sure. 15.
Nice. You are going to take 2 points of lightning damage as you reach for the knob and you feel the sparks, like as soon as your fingers touch, and then you pull away reflexively, and you still get that little jolt, almost like those fake hand buzzer scam thingies. Where it's, yeah, you get that little buzz with the handshake, almost like that.
Mm-hmm.
You get that little tingling sensation, and you're like, "Ow, jeez," but not enough to do too much damage to you. But man, there's some magical power behind that.
Oh, man, I need a rolling. What do I got spells wise? Nothing that'll help me with this unless I want to attack it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try and follow my tracks back.
Okay. You kind of take a look back, and it is really hard. I mean,
okay, so
this packed dirt is like packed. So, go ahead and make a survival check, but it's gonna be at disadvantage, as these are super hard. They're light. Alright. You can go ahead and make your way back, but I'm not gonna give you a guidance in terms of... It's not like, yeah, you make your way back. You're gonna have to try and figure it out.
I think I can do okay. One more thing I'm gonna try before I leave. I'm gonna try and throw a ball bearing at the door and see if the lightning goes off.
Where at the door do you throw it?
Like, in the middle.
Okay, at the wooden part of the door. You throw it, and nothing seems to happen.
Oh, so it's just the doorknob. Maybe. I have a crowbar. I'm going to try and peel off a plank of this wood.
Okay. You leverage some strength, and it takes you a little while, but eventually you get like a little scraping of wood off, like it kind of chips off a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna try and take this door off from the other side, like the hinge side.
Alright. And, are you trying to be stealthy while you're doing all this?
I didn't think anyone was in this room, so no.
Okay. Alright, so you're just making some noise, trying to like...
No.
And there's some like scraping against the stone as you kind of like tap against the wood as well. So you kind of go ahead and make a... let's do just like a general strength check to see if you can pry this.
Ooh. Oh, it'd be... sorry, I saw the disadvantage. It'd be the 10, though.
10. You... And your crowbar kind of like scrapes against the stone and flies a little bit out of your hand, drops to the ground. But the door's still there.
Alright. I tried. Okay. Can I look for any indicators of the trap not being on the handle? The magic? Like, can it be disarmed physically, or...
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay.
As you take a closer look at this doorknob.
12?
You kind of see that there is like, I guess, like a wire-ish type of thing that seems to be going into the base of the doorknob itself. And then like dips in from a hole in the wood. It's not like perfect.
Could I try and disarm that?
You can try.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Go for it. Oh, try you do. As you maneuver like your lockpick set, and you like push into this very, very tiny gap, and then you actually pull out the wiring that appears to be there, and then you use like your short sword or any dagger that you have to like slice open the wire, and you can kind of tap the doorknob, and there appears to be no reaction. It seems like you've disarmed.
Try the doorknob again.
You try the doorknob, and it doesn't turn. Maybe it's locked.
Is it locked? All right. I try and unlock it.
Go ahead. I'll just use the thieves' tools here.
Okay.
Just because it's so close together. But you go ahead and immediately unlock it with just but a few clicks, and you try the doorknob again. It swings open. Rita, what are you doing upstairs?
So, like, have you been to like have you fought in the on the like the singing stage? Is that what you do?
I've dabbled in the singing stage, yeah.
Oh wow! Like, tell me about it. Like, who have you fought?
Well, it's not really about who you fight. It's about hearing the blades sing.
I'm kind of new to town. I don't know much about it. What do you mean hearing the blades sing?
Well, when you fight with blades and you swing them in the air, if you're masterful enough, they sing for you. The whistling.
Oh, you mean like swish, 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 like that?
He just kind of looks at you, doesn't say anything, doesn't smile. Yes, just like swish, swish.
Do you want to show me? Like, I'd love to like.
I came here to enjoy my stew in peace, so I think I'll go back to my stew if you don't mind.
All right, if you don't think you can take a girl.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me. Alright, hold on. Oh, okay. He kind of takes a look at you and says, how about tomorrow we do that? Get my rest in today. You know, this rainy day that we just had. I'm getting sore bones. But tomorrow, you and me, if you want to jump on the singing stage, I'm all
Can I make an insight check?
Absolutely. Make a DM.
Because I think I think he's like he wants to fight, but like he's got like he needs like poison or something, and he needs to get ready, and he's just one of those guys. Okay. There we go.
One of those guys.
Okay, so you get that he doesn't want to deal with you today. Like, he just wants to eat his stew in peace. So he's saying, let's do it tomorrow to like get you off his back today.
Gotcha. I'm just like, well, I don't know. Tomorrow is... I don't know what tomorrow has in store. Maybe.
Alright, well, you see if you got free time at high noon tomorrow. I'll be there. If you show up, great. I know you can back up your words. And he kind of smiles at that.
Oh.
If not, no harm, no foul, my dear. But, if you don't mind, I'll be going back to my soup. And he just kind of swishes.
All right.
And just kind of like starts slurping very audibly his soup. You can kind of gather that he chose his words carefully to kind of throw them back at you as well. So like he caught on with what you were trying to do with him, and he kind of twisted around and did it back to you as well.
Yeah.
Cassandra, because I think there's no change from Tarvik and Roland. Unless Roland, did you gather the courage to order up another soup?
Nope, not yet.
Not
just
yet.
sitting there
Just-
awkwardly,
yeah.
empty bowl.
Just thinking
Yep.
in your head, just like, oh my god, who do I even ask? Do I get up? Do I cause commotion? Just like the little anxiety.
And the whole time, Tarvik is looking at Roland, not saying anything, but thinking that he's probably panicking over like Cassandra's downstairs and like what happens if they get caught or anything like that. Instead, it's a whole conversation about Stu.
It is.
Perfect.
Social anxiety.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cassandra, you open the door and you get into another corridor area, thinner than the one that you came in from.
Interesting. Okay. Oh no. Where do I go? I'm gonna toss a coin in the air. Oh, forgot the flash. Okay, I'm going down. Oh my gosh. What have I gotten myself into?
As you move forward,
It reminds me of the maze and the water tunnels. And
Move
Tarvik
forward.
was setting those titans, and I probably should be. I'm just thinking all of this.
yeah. As you move as quietly as possible.
Okay, is there anything in this little cubby here?
Make an investigation check for me. No. Looks empty to you.
Go up here.
You find this area gets super narrow.
Yeah.
Only you as a halfling are able to get through here. As
Oh,
you
wow.
kind of squeeze yourself through. And you kind of get out to this open area. What you went through was more tunnel-like, like a crawl space like, is how I would describe it.
Stick to the first.
And there is a door that appears in front of you.
Oh, wait, here?
Mm-hmm.
Or. Oh, okay. I'll try the door.
Oh, maybe you didn't
Oh,
see
wait.
it because of the dynamic here.
Oh,
Something
yes,
like that,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check for a trap. I'm gonna check for that wire thing.
Okay.
Hey.
Ooh. You can tell there is some magical, like, you have traveled enough with Roland, even though you yourself may not be magical in the traditional sense, like a wizard would. You've gained enough exposure from Roland to know that there are some symbols that are etched ever so faintly, kind of like around the sides of the actual doorknob itself, at the very bottom, for like heating metal. Like something alludes you to the fact that, ooh, this could be hot.
Okay. And is there like a wire thing again, or no?
No. There's
Okay.
some runes.
I will cover my hands. I already have gloves, I think. So I'm gonna cover my hands with like a bunch of cloth to try and open the door. Like wrap my cloak in it. Like a huge oven mitt.
Oh man. Alright, roll a d20. We'll see. Higher is better, lower is crappier. Ouch. Man, Cassandra, this really hurts. You try and wrap whatever cloth that you can manage to find in scraps, and you kind of cover yourself, and you're like, yeah, this will do. But in your anticipation and in your haste, as you go and reach for it, you didn't secure the cloths tightly enough, so they all just kind of fall to the ground as soon as you touch it. And there's like a half a second where you're like, oh shit, like this is gonna be bad. Because you are going to reach for the doorknob, and then there is this searing pain. You see the doorknob itself actually glows to a very bright orange, and you feel the pain as much as you see it. You're gonna take, 8 points of fire damage as this heat just sears into your skin. It is painful.
Okay.
Full contact.
Okay. Now I definitely need rolling. Alright. I'm going to, as I go back, I'm going to, like with Thieves' Cant, I think I can leave symbols too. Like you can use like symbols to like mark things.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try and like subtly mark with my Thieves' Cant into the stone, like a path, like the good path. So like little tiny arrows, I guess, but don't look like obvious. Like they look like part of the stone almost.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna try and head back the way I came.
Up above, Roland and Tarvik, can you both make me deception checks? Actually, same.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, not for Rita. Rita, can you make me just like a general charisma check?
I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way, but I found another door. Oh. Okay.
Okay, lovely. Thank you both. And I think this is where I want to end tonight's session. So, Cassandra, I'm going to stop you where you are right here. And
You have to remember how to get back for an entire week, 2 weeks. Oh my gosh.
it'll be
That's
accurate
cruel.
to her role. It'll be accurate to her role.
So that's 6.
I do appreciate though that like the very first turn I think you took went the wrong way.
Oh yeah, that's what I think too. I was like, man, I think I went the wrong way at first.